I 30M and my partner 27NB might be at the point of no return, and how to discern that. I am 30, my partner, NB 27, together for 5 years. I don't know where to start or end with this question. I am saddened to even write it. So let me begin with some preface. We met a month after I moved to LA and immediately started dating. We have pretty much been together since. We became best friends while becoming partners. We moved in together after a year. Throughout our storytelling and time together, I noticed she might benefit from being single as we met when she was 23, but she didn't want to be. I offered at least 3 times because I remembered myself at 23, but she was adamant about building a life together. So that's what we started to do. We used to have intercourse at least twice a day for a good year and a half straight. Then things lessened a bit as he realized he was now she. Our 2-year honeymoon phase ended, and after a while of playing tag with imitating sex, we decided to try the open thing. It didn't last long at all. Her mother got sick and soon passed on. Their grieving started. We were in a weird spot, and I even offered to leave or be okay ending it if grief was too much for her to be in a relationship, as she was tired of letting me down. That was in regards to me noticing how despite her grief she can go out with friends, have fun, and all that, but never wants to do stuff SR home, or go out one-on-one and not intimate like they used to be. I think her becoming recognized for being a DJ and getting more into the celebrity thing changed her more than the grief. Or maybe the grief is why she finds solace in that delusional place. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Let us fast forward. I just had my 5-year anniversary, and there were 2 things my partner did on them that I felt unforgivable. 1. While at a concert my friend sang at, we ran into others, and of course it was a friend I have become wary of the last year and a half. Mainly because I noticed changes in how my partner approaches them, lights up when in the room, and interacts, deleting DM threads on Instagram. Yes, I have went through their phone, but not until 3 years into our relationship when I got bold-faced lied to. I shouldn't have done that, but we moved on, and I didn't do it again until a couple months ago. I mentioned what I saw and how I reacted and what I would like from now on. We set new boundaries, and I even brought up how I noticed she posts me less. Like hardly ever. Yes, I know that social media isn't everything and all of that. To me, it's not. I truly believe that. But to her, it's everything. She used to post me all the time, and I never asked. Last year, I made a cutest video for her, and she didn't post anything, so I took it down. Fortunately, no more than 2 people saw it. I had a big problem 3 years, when I first snooped, with feeling like an afterthought, especially to one person in particular. I told her that I noticed her flirting with this guy, but she was like, no, that's my girlie, and we moved on. Things did change, and she stopped interacting as much. But now 2 years later, on our anniversary, he shows up to the show, and she spent the whole time next to him about 5 or 6 feet away from me. I noticed her looking at me once to see if I was checking for her, and she still didn't come to my side. I didn't go to her because she was already by me until he came in. It's hurtful to see how she lights up for him. So that instance and the fact she didn't post anything was strike 1 and 2. This is where my emotions might be dictating, but a few days later, we had 5 friends over for Mario Party and Smash Brothers. There was a moment when my partner was in the kitchen and she literally called out his name just to ask, "What are you doing?" and essentially beckoned him in there to help bring out snacks. That my job, IDC if I'm on the game. Just ask me to help you with the stuff I always did and have before. I'm distraught. And of course this happens when I'm at the lowest point of my life. I've been without a job for 4 months now. My savings depleted last month and I couldn't leave if I wanted. My main advice is, do I do the thing where I break up and still live together? Do I wait until I'm secure then leave? Do you think she's cheating? Physically? Definitely is emotionally, but we don't even have sex like we used to. It's been over a year since. We get intimate in other ways, but getting actual into it, a year and 6 months. What to do? I really thought we'd be together forever. I know how to communicate exceptionally well and have tried to teach them, but it's not working. Or maybe I'm not the person they want to build with anymore. It used to be our house when talking about fantasy houses with friends, but recently I heard her say my house. And yes, that's small, and yes, I'm hyper-aware, but it is also significant. Please help me. TLDR. My partner and I had a 2-year honeymoon phase, then upon her gender expression changing, mother passing, and career skyrocketing, everything changed. I gave many opportunities to change our dynamic and even break up, but was assured that's not what was wanted on their part. Now after the years of repeating myself, while she repeats hurtful cycles, what to do. Last week, on our anniversary, felt like the last straw as she ditched me for this guy I have always been wary about. Since I recently depleted my savings, I don't know if I need to play the long game before I tell her I'm fed up, or if I try to work it out, or if I just get up and leave now.